Hi, everybody, and welcome to another fantastic Tuesday night with the Celebrity Creators. Brian, how you doing tonight?
I don't think I could be any better, Kathy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. It's just absolutely amazing. I feel like we're both kind of like using a 9-day deodorant, and we're on our eight and a half day.
Whew. Good thing this isn't
We've
scratching
been
sniff.
going like crazy here behind the scenes tonight, but we're so glad to be with you. And what's really cool and exciting is it's just the two of us tonight.
Yeah, got to do that
I
now and
know
then.
we've got some exciting news. But before we get started, I would like to introduce those who may not know this fabulous guy sitting next to me here, well, virtually. This is the co creator and co founder, co host of Celebrity Creators, Brian Kelly. Now, Brian has over 24 years of software experience. He is actually an engineer and been doing engineering, designing in software for a long time. So much of what you see here, some of the graphic designs, the behind the scenes stuff that nobody would ever see, but actually makes all of this happen and come together every week, is due to his creativity and his knowledge. In addition to that, Brian is very adept at social media, and that includes Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and the new Google Plus. As a matter of fact, Brian and I just joined a new one today. We need more on our plate, right? Chime in for those of you who haven't seen that yet. That's kind of a head spinner, but we're gonna be rocking and rolling with that pretty soon as well. Brian also is a speaker. He's spoken on a couple, or better than that, on public stages. In fact, more than that, talking about celebrity creators and other things. He also is authoring a book. Can't wait for that stuff to come out. And I think that this is very notable and people should know that because this kind of lends to his phenomenal out of the box thinking and creativity. But he put together a fantastic name site that accumulated thousands of people and sold it recently, along with, because you can't sell Twitter accounts, but had over 50,000 Twitter followers and sold that for a tidy sum. Brian has so many talents. I am so excited to share the show with you each week. Brian, I'm going to send it over to you.
Oh my gosh, you just did it again, didn't you? Thank you so much. Way over the top. My goodness. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
That was fantastic. For those of you that haven't met
Well, it's
this
all true.
fabulous
I mean, people should know.
For those of
Sorry.
you that have not met this fabulous young lady, this is Kathy Stover. She has so many
Oh,
qualities
no.
and experience and talents that we couldn't fit them all into a 1 hour segment. But we're going to do our darndest to do it right here in as short a time as possible. But you have to know about this woman. She has
Yes,
an
please do.
absolute wealth of experience and knowledge and talent in the world of marketing and sales. She said that I forget the term you used, but uh, decent at social media, to put it bluntly, decent. I pale in comparison to this woman here. She is an absolute expert with a capital E. All the letters are caps on it. All EXPERT when it comes to social media. If you have a question about anything about social media, this is the person to come to. Click on the contact link above and just say, "Hey, Kathy, tell me
Go.
about social media. I hear you know everything there is to know about it." And you know what she does? She has unbelievable amount of experience. 25 years as an operations manager and sales manager. So she has a lot of background in marketing and sales. And all this is with a Fortune 500 company. She walked away from that about 6 years ago. A great decision because she enlisted her over 20 years of experience as an internet and network marketing entrepreneur to work from home, which she does and does so well right now. In fact, she's in her very office where she works every single day. She's been an extremely successful affiliate marketer over the years, going back to the early 90s, and also very proficient at network marketing. I know this firsthand because that's where we met. She's been doing network
Yeah.
marketing in various forms all the way back to the 1980s. She's also an author, has a book coming out very soon. We can't say anything about it, hush hush for now. But and also has graced the stage as a professional speaker herself. So, this is a very talented, very well rounded, not physically, don't even go there. I'm not talking about that, but
Good. Jeez.
with all of her talents. And I know the women are saying, hey, did he say rent? No, 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 not that way. She's got it all. She also holds designations as a power seller and top rated seller on eBay. I mean, you're starting to get the idea. My gosh, we could go on all night. Really, we could. Those certificates, by the way, are hanging right in front of her because I've seen them. I've sat right where she's sitting, well, not in that exact chair while she's sitting, but you know what I mean, next to her on the side. And I've seen those certificates. Not easy to come by, at least certainly not by my standards. It's very difficult and took a lot of time and effort, and integrity had to go into that. That's a long story tied to eBay, but you don't earn those. Those are not to be taken lightly. With that, I'd like to welcome you all to my very dear friend, co-creator and co-founder and co-host of this very fine show, The Celebrity Creators, Kathy Stover. Yay!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is kind of funny because it's just the two of us, right? So we can take like 15 minutes and just talk about ourselves. I bet everybody's probably bored stiff. Sorry about that.
Talk amongst yourselves.
But what we have you on here for tonight, thank you, Brian, so much for that introduction. But the reason that we've come on tonight together is not that we didn't want somebody else to take this spot. We wanted to take this spot because we collectively have been working on several projects, and this one in particular, and we are so thankful that it's come to the fact that it's out there and completed, and we just want to share it with our viewers tonight. So Brian, why don't you start off and tell us a little bit about what's been going on with the Celebrity Creators.
Yeah, thanks. We're very, very excited about this, primarily because it's a tool we've developed together that will enable other entrepreneurs that are like-minded, like ourselves, small business owners, network marketers, you name it, tools that will enable you to basically operate your business without having to pay for those operating expenses. And we'll explain this further as we go on. It's a tool that will allow you to reach that point where you no longer will have to pay for the very tools and resources you need that are vital to your business. And Kathy and I are going to go over them tonight. There are tools that are vital, absolutely vital to our business. And so we thought, hey, if they're vital to ours, they're certainly going to be vital to others, because we have been through, how many, Kathy? My gosh. We have been through so many tools and resources over the years.
A lot.
A bunch.
Well, Brent, I think it's like anybody. It's like when you're involved in any kind of online business, you get all kinds of information that comes in your email and different tools and resources that are recommended to you from different individuals. And sometimes we end up putting money out there needlessly, trying different things, thinking that it's going to be the ticket. So with that being said, a lot of, and we've done that, so that's why we say that, but we have picked out some that have worked absolutely phenomenally for us and in our business.
Yeah, and that's one key point that I'm glad you brought that up. The tools that we've included in this new system, it's called My Entrepreneur Toolkit, and you can see the banner, the image of it beneath us as we're talking here live. The tools we have chosen are the very tools we personally either have used over the past or currently are using. In fact, the ones that are listed on the site now, we are currently using each and every one of them. And we will go through those. So we would not represent or try to show things to other people to say, I recommend you use this tool. However, we don't use it. We moved over to this other one. No. We don't play those games. We're going to give you exactly what we use successfully in a manner that you will be able to use them and actually maybe not just pay for themselves, but even turn a profit. And we'll go through those details as we go on through the show.
So, do we want to start by telling people kind of what it is that we have up? Maybe start out with, first of all, I think this is a biggie. If it was me and we're talking about price, people are probably wondering, how much is this going to cost, right?
Exactly.
How much?
It's a lot of nothing but zeros. It costs nothing. It's
Zeros.
free.
It's free.
Absolutely free. So don't do it right now at this moment while you're watching live or even during the recording. Go ahead and stick with us, but at some point after, click on the My Entrepreneur Toolkit. That's a big word, a lot to say. Beneath us.
It is, yeah.
and go ahead and enroll. It's absolutely free, and everything is there. Videos explaining every step of the way for those of you that might be a little confused by the process. We take you by the hand step by step. So yeah, it's free. I'm glad you brought that up. We don't charge for the use of the tool or the system itself whatsoever.
Well, the other thing is, I know that that when we've looked for tools, right, because of the fact, when we talked about being marketing, and I didn't mention this a whole lot about you when I was introducing you, but we both are very adept and understand affiliate marketing very well. And it's very near and dear to us because one of the things that it does provide for us and can provide for you as well is residual income. So having affiliate programs incorporated with your business is not only an important thing, it can be highly profitable if you know how to do it and you do it appropriately. And so this is one of the features and benefits that you get by joining My Entrepreneur Toolkit. Do you want to touch on that part a little bit, Brian?
Actually, gosh, there was so many things that just raced through my head if you were saying all that, because you hit on a key thing: affiliate marketing, number one. Number two, residual income. Those are two key elements to this system, and it's something that Kathy and I have heard and learned from other experts and public speakers like Tom Antion and Jenny Armato, who say that the primary reason they earn the large sums of money they do is they have implemented affiliate programs within their own systems. And so, our ears perked up and we said we should offer something of great value to those who contact us and get connected with us. Anyone who comes across the site, doesn't matter who you are, you can enroll. And now I forgot your question, Kathy, because I just went on a total tangent.
Well, I was just talking about affiliate programs and why they're important because of the residual income aspect. But like you just said, Tom Antion and Jenny Armato are a couple of individuals that we know that utilize affiliate programs quite well.
Yeah.
There are other individuals that we're connected to that use it too. And it's just not to say that what you're doing is not profitable in its own right, but the opportunity to check out other programs, and there's nothing wrong with receiving those affiliate commission checks either through PayPal or directly to your mailbox every so often. So Brian and I, when we put these programs together and chose them for several reasons, and that's kind of what I was hitting on. One of them is the fact that they have affiliate programs connected, and then the other thing that Brian and I talk about a lot, and that is the fact that we utilize anything that we advertise. Brian and I utilize, and we've tried things, and quite honestly, didn't feel real good about them. They didn't meet the criteria that we have set amongst ourselves.
Yeah, we are extremely picky due to the fact that we've been through it, so to speak. Years and years of trying. We're not saying by any stretch that what we found is the absolute best of the best that exists on the planet today. We are here to say that they're the best of the best that Kathy and I have ourselves personally utilized, and now collectively with celebrity creators use. There obviously can be and probably are better programs out there, but two of us are here to tell you that the ones that we have selected so far, there are 8 of them in total that you'll see on this system, are absolute gems. And we can't put it any more succinctly than that. And we think they'll truly help you, not even if you were to just acquire these tools and use them for your business, highly beneficial, whether or not you engaged in the affiliate program at all. In fact, that's how we started on most of these, was just utilizing them as tools and resources, and then said, hey, let's put together a system and promote this as individually as affiliate programs and put it all in one tight, needy package and make it really simple for others to pass this around rather than a bunch of affiliate links. And we'll get into those details too.
Well, I think that what's beautiful about the fact that much of the programs that we're connected to do have an affiliate program attached. So it gives us the opportunity for additional income. The other thing that I want to say, and I don't know if people realize this. But if you're on a page, I just thought about this. If you're on a page and you want to know if they have an affiliate program, if you hit the CTRL and F, as in Frank, that will actually pop a box in your lower left-hand corner of your screen where you can fill in and actually type in the word affiliate, or you can put in referral or REFER. Sometimes people will have it as referral, refer, or affiliate. And what that will do is it will highlight it wherever that's at on your page, on the website that you're on. And that way you'll be able to quickly find whether or not they have an affiliate program. Oftentimes they will have it at the very bottom, either anyway, where it has the sitemap, right? So you can see it there as well. In case I goofed and it's not CTRL enough. It's either shift or CTRL.
Yeah,
I don't want to, is it CTRL?
Yeah, control is what CTRL stands for. Control and F for find, F. And that's on Firefox, I believe Internet Explorer, Safari for Apple users. I'm sorry, I can't help you there, but I'm sure you can find where you can use find for Safari.
So Brian and I have been involved, like we said at the beginning, in affiliate marketing for a long time. So I guarantee you, anytime either he or I are on a site, that's one, and we like the program or the processes, we always check to see if they have an affiliate program. I mean, what the heck? Sure. If you're going to utilize it and you believe in it and it works, then by all means, it's worth checking out and making a few bucks on.
And those are keys. If you, number one, believe in it, and number two, you utilize it. So that's kind of the mantra that Kathy and I go by is, if we don't use it or believe it in it, then we don't represent it ourselves via an affiliate link. We don't sign up for the affiliate program. I wouldn't say we've never done that. We used to do this separately while we're trying to find that gem, and then finally just said, this isn't working, and this is actually going to detract from our respective names out there. It's going to make us look bad because we're promoting this quote-unquote junk at times, and we just put the skids on all that kind of craziness, and now we only promote those things that we ourselves consider high quality or of value. I mean, we are using them right now, the ones that we are going to tell you about tonight.
Well, one of the things, Brian, that people are probably wondering is why did we pick the programs that we did, and what value or importance did we see in each one of these programs?
Wow, yeah. Yeah, it was a sifting process, as you know, Kathy, but to all listening, we'll just run down some names like Global Virtual Opportunities. It's something we use for web hosting, streaming video hosting. It's all of our videos you see on our website right now are hosted by their video web server, video streaming server, and they offer it ad-free. There's another reason we use that. We go many Ds. RoboForm, oh my gosh. What a time saver. Holy smokerino. We could talk about that one a long time. Again, there are videos explaining all these on the actual website itself. If you go to My Entrepreneur Toolkit, by clicking that logo, don't do it now, and then click on the programs button, it'll tell you all the programs that are involved. RoboForm, that's something that I could not live without it anymore. Could you, Kathy?
I think we each have, probably well over 1,000 sign-on.
Yeah, and
passwords and emails and passwords. It's just, I'm not kidding. If I didn't have that, I'd go nuts. I used to actually print a list out and keep them, and I also had a file on my desktop for years, for a long time.
Yeah, I used to keep them all in Microsoft Word document on my computer, but I would password protect that one document, and only I had that password. But that had every listing of every website and every username and password, and that got to be horrendously difficult to keep track of. So RoboForm does all that for you automatically. And again, you can watch the video about that. If we were to recommend anyone to start with today, that would be, in my opinion, number one. Because number two, when you start going through My Entrepreneur Toolkit and signing up for all these affiliate programs, which in turn have logins that you will need to access your back office, RoboForm will be running and storing those for you. It will tell you when it does it, so it's not doing anything under the, undercuffed or anything. It's all up in the out front, but it's only storing it on your computer. And so, RoboForm is like number one. It's way up there. There are so many others. Go ahead and pick off a few.
That just brought something to mind. You're talking about the fact that RoboForm can keep track of all of the sign-on codes and passwords and all of that stuff. some people out there are probably going to get into this, and we don't want them going in there right now soon enough. But once they get in there, I mean, there's going to be some folks that may already have RoboForm, right? Or they may already be GDO users. So, or they might just look at it and go, you know what, I'm not feeling the love there, and they don't want to sign up for that.
True.
So, I'm looking from their side.
Yeah.
Do I have to sign up for every single program that you list?
Excellent question, and absolutely not. This is only here as a comprehensive set or suite of tools that, again, Kathy and I use. However, if there are one or two or even more that you choose not to engage in and use for your own business, perhaps you already have it. It's possible. Even if that's the case, you can enter your current affiliate URL, if you have one, in this system and use that. We're not trying to take anything away from what you already have at all. That's not what this is about. Excellent point there, Kathy. No, you do not have to enroll in all of these. In fact, one would be really all you would need to enroll in to make this an effective system. And then as time goes on, as you promote your unique My Entrepreneur Toolkit URL, which will itself have embedded via a database all your affiliate URLs that you've entered. That's the beauty of this system. We never really touched on how this thing works because it's basically a time saver. If you were to become an affiliate of every program that's listed here on My Entrepreneur Toolkit, you would then have 8 unique affiliate web addresses, and some of them can be darned ugly and very long. So if you were to promote those individually, can you imagine the amount of time and effort just retrieving them, let alone which one am I going to promote today? I'll send this one to Joe and my list that might be interested in web hosting. I'm going to send this one to my list that might be interested.
Yeah, well, you know what you and I would say, forget it. We're not doing it if there's that much work.
Exactly. And that was the reason we put this together. It puts it all in one tidy package. Once you've entered your information, it's stored in a database tied to your unique URL, My Entrepreneur Toolkit URL. Then you only have to promote that one URL and say, hey, there's some great stuff here. You don't need to go through and get them all, just like we're saying right now. But there's some great stuff here. I highly recommend you take a look at this. It's helped me in my business. You kind of get the picture from there. So it's just a huge time saver as far as promoting, get the word out. And then you can make some money. And that money you can then use to pay for the very services that are in My Entrepreneur Toolkit.
Well, you know what's really cool too? One of the, of course, this is kind of near and dear to our hearts, but one of the major affiliate programs within this that folks get to sign up for is the Celebrity Creators Program.
Yes, indeedy. Please.
And we pay well.
Yes. Up to 30% commissions on. We have 2 areas that we pay commission on. One is the Star Club membership. That's either a monthly program, an annual program, or you can sign up for life. And the commissions are paid to you as an affiliate of Celebrity Creators for anyone you send to our site using your Celebrity Creators affiliate ID. But even better, instead of sending that, you send your My Entrepreneur Toolkit, one URL. Say, hey, check out these programs. For each and every one they purchase that you have put in an affiliate ID for, every one that they purchase, you will earn the respective commission paid out by that program. In our case, it's up to 30%. One is the Star Club, as I mentioned before. What's the other one, Kathy? It's the advertising, I believe.
Right, our advertising program, where, by the way, and we should mention this while we're on as well, because when we have guests on, we don't talk about our own stuff so much, but we offer a program where you can actually purchase 30-second ad spots during our live show.
That's true.
And it doesn't only show during the live show, it actually is on there forever. So when the show is up for a week, the recording, so that the public can view it at any time, it then goes behind the membership site so that it can be seen over and over and over again by the members that come in and belong to our program.
Exactly. Yeah, and on that note, like the other affiliate program we offer, I goofed. Advertising wasn't one of those. That's a great way to get your business exposed time and time again, as Kathy noted. But the other way is through becoming a guest on our show. We offer this service, as you have seen if you've watched us before. We usually have a guest, and there's 3 of us sitting around here talking at this very moment on a normal live show or a usual live show situation. But those guests who come on typically pay a fee because a lot of work goes on before, during, and even after the show is complete to basically give them greater exposure. That's what Kathy and I are all about, is getting more business exposure for you and yourself, if it's your business or yourself, either way. We offer affiliate income for anyone you refer that becomes a guest on our site. So that's another fantastic one. The price is all listed on our site.
And then the other thing that we need to share with people, Brian, is you and I are going to be in LA this weekend.
That's right.
Right? At Maurice Domino's Presentations That Sell boot camp down at the LA Westin. The exciting thing is for him, checking this morning, he only had a couple of seats left. And if you put the code Mama Mia in the discount code, you received $600 off. But he also has a live streaming service where you can watch all 3 days for $37. So that's really cool. But Brian and I are going to be there, and we were talking about it earlier and thought that it would be really cool to let the folks know that are watching tonight that we are going to extend the same big swing and deal and discount that we're going to give folks at Maurice's boot camp this weekend. Our regular price is $497 to be a guest on the show. Please go to the link, Brian, I don't know if you have the link there, that they can go to apply to be a guest on the show. But what we are going to do is offer it for $297. So if you're interested, please send us an email if you'll tell them where, Brian, and put Celebrity Creators Show in the subject line, and we will make sure that we honor the $297, and we'll tell you how you can send that payment through, because we don't have a PayPal button for it.
And the easiest way to do that is if you're not watching on celebritycreators.com, go there first, then click on the Contact Us link near the top, and that will give you a form to fill out. That email will get to us, so be sure to do what Kathy just said, and we will honor that. We'll give you a special web page to go to get that special discount. And
no, we're only going to offer that discount through next Monday, correct?
That's right. And today is October 18th, 2011. So you have 7 days from now, or 6 days from now. So that would be 24th or so. And you mentioned...
Well, and the other thing that I want to interject too, Brian, quickly, is the fact that we do have a lot of bookings already. So they certainly need to check with us for dates. I believe we only have one available in November and maybe one in December, and then we've got some slots taken in January through March. So we just need to look at the dates that we have available, but certainly take advantage of this $297 offering to be a guest on our show. If you look at our testimonial page, people really enjoy spending the time with us, and we do certainly care about promoting you and helping you in your successes.
And you had mentioned earlier the Maurice Domino event, and matter of fact, that is one of our actual toolkit vital programs, or in-depth program and live event, we call it. And what you can do is go to the programs button and scroll down near the bottom. You'll see Maurice Domino, the Sicilian Mentor. Just click right on that little thumbnail image, and that will take you to his main page, where it gives you all the details of his upcoming event, which he holds on a regular basis. So it's not a one-hit wonder. You're not gonna, if you miss coming this Friday, it will be there for his next event. And I think he holds them twice a year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why that is there, definitely. Let's go through some other programs we offer, like Animoto. You want to talk about that one, Kathy?
Absolutely. Well, Animoto is something that both Brian and I use personally as well as professionally. They have a free program where you can go in and utilize it a lot. They have a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different graphics and things that you can use, music, audio. It's fantastic. In fact, I was just in there recently working on some videos in the past couple of days. Now they have it's like a cloud setup. I love the setup that they have now, where you don't have to, if you did know what it was like before, you can't appreciate the way it is now. But it's just fantastic. I give them kudos for setting it up the way that they did. But the videos that you see on our site, Brian goes in and plays with them and makes changes and adds the background and graphics and those kinds of things, so that it looks beautiful every week for our guests that come on, and also so that it's very appealing for our website. But that is a fantastic way to put in actually live video clips, still photographs, just utilizing different topics, different verbiage that's appropriate for whatever it is that you're launching, your program, your own business, your site. I love it, and I know Brian does too. In fact, you have some videos. We were talking earlier about some of the tools that both Brian and I utilize that we don't have within the toolkit, that we just absolutely love and have fun with. And maybe right now would be a great time, since we're talking about Animoto and videos, about another free program that we use. Actually, it's not free. It's a very inexpensive program.
Near free, yes. Yeah, and this little gem is something Tom Antion cued us into on an event we went to, and that was at a Craig Duswalt Rockstar Marketing for Success event, which you'll see that in the toolkit as well. Yes, we believe strongly in that.
Great segue.
Yes. And Craig also holds events twice a year. He will be doing it again in March. It's every March and September. Each and every year we've been to, I've lost count, 4 or 5 ourselves. We love Craig. But one of the things Tom told us about was this incredible tool called Fiverr, and that's FIVERR.com. And basically, you can go in there and they will do darn near anything. People that are part of that community will do darn near anything for $5. And we've actually utilized this service, playing around with it a little bit, having some fun, to see what kind of results or actual product we would get out of a result. So had some videos made and had them mention celebrity creators, and we use this periodically now and then on Facebook for a little fun to say we got a show coming up. So what we like to do is just show you some brief clips. I've got 4 of them here. I won't go through the whole thing in their entirety, but just give you an idea. This first one is this guy that's spinning a sign of celebrity creators, and I think it was done in the Philippines. So this is international. He did this for $5. I just want you to take a quick look at what he put into this. So we're going to segue into that real quick. Be right back.
Watch me as I dance under the spotlight. Listen to the people screaming on more and more. Cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back. So captivating when I get it on the floor. Know y'all been patiently waiting. I know you need.
Okay, so you can kind of get the idea. This guy goes on for, I think, 10 minutes. And he put a lot of time and effort. He then edited the video, so at the end of the video, it actually had our logo on it. He went onto our website and pulled that off. $5, and this had to take him, I don't know how long to put all this together. Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, just flipping that sign around for as long as he did.
Yes. Here's another quick one that this guy just does a quick card trick. It's pretty cool. It's real short, so this one we can play in its entirety. But here, we'll just throw this one up real quick, and we'll be right back once again.
That is fun, too.
So that was really cool, really quick. So you can think of how you can do this for marketing efforts. Just put a quick video like that, and put it next to an opt-in form for a squeeze page, and get opt-ins. And they're just, the sky's the limit. You tell them what you want. Some of them offer, like in this case, the guy was a card trick magician kind of guy, and he said that's what he would do, is he'll do a card trick and end up with anything you want to write on a card at the end. And so you basically say, I want to do that. He'll respond, or she, depending on who picks it up. And for $5, I mean, geez, if it's horrible, you're out $5. But
Who cares?
all of them were fantastic. Here's another one. This one's pretty funny because it's this rocker dude, and he's out in the middle of the woods, and so it's an interesting backdrop, but it's fun nonetheless. So let's check that one out real quick here.
What up? This is Jody from the band Infamy. Alright, I'll dedicate this solo to Brian Kelly and Kathy Stover of Celebrity Creators, because they rock. Check this out.
Okay, for those of you with sensitive ears, we're going to cut that one there. But that was pretty neat. So this guy out in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Well, I mean, can you imagine? His mother probably said, "Take that thing out to the woods. You can't do that in the house."
And I had one more. See if I can resurrect it. I lost it for a moment. Yeah, it moved. It was a cool one with you get the idea. There was a raccoon that
right.
came out.
I mean,
and
that's just
nibbled
that's
on
just
food.
one of the many tools, and we don't have that on the site, but just another fun thing that we utilize, and it's been very productive for fun intros to videos. I mean, people do, just crazy things some of it's a little bit kind of out there, but there's a lot of really cool, great things that folks do, graphics for websites and voiceover work and that kind of thing. But one of the other programs that Brian and I use that we are finding very, very valuable, we keep mentioning the name Tom Antion. And the reason that we mention Tom so much is because Tom has got a myriad, he's just a myriad of information. He just has been doing internet marketing for a long time. He's not that old, he's a really young guy, but he's been doing he's just been doing marketing for a long time. And so one of the programs, another that he had introduced us to was Kickstart Cart. And Brian, you want to tell everybody a bit about Kickstart Cart?
Yeah, that's a wonderful system that Tom offers directly. It basically integrates everything you need to run your business professionally from the standpoint of merchant and taking money as far as credit card processing. It has everything built into it, including affiliate program processing. So that was one of the key things that clued us in, that we said, and I have personally been through many, I'm sure Kathy has as well, affiliate programs. I've installed very comprehensive affiliate program software that were just a nightmare to configure and get set up. And then we go to talk to Tom, or he tells about Kickstart Cart. We find out has an affiliate program. Tom is all about keeping things simple, has always been that way, and it makes life a lot easier. It's simple, yet it works. So Kickstart Cart contains an affiliate program. It's basically a shopping cart program. So it'll allow you to put up buttons on your website, and you can configure all this in the login area, how much you're going to charge for each individual product, how much you're going to pay in an affiliate program if you have one, number one, and number two, if you're paying on that product as an affiliate. It also has a built-in autoresponder, so once the purchase has commenced, then the customer will get the information you specify. You pre-type that in, have it ready depending on the product. You can follow up with other emails to the people who have purchased. So now you have this running list of customers as well. It just goes on and on. It works for shippable products or downloadable goods or services. Tom also, within Kickstart Cart, recommends a merchant account, a specific company to go to, where you can acquire a merchant account very rapidly. And that enables you to not just utilize PayPal to take money, but in addition, all the major credit cards. And you can get a merchant account up and running, set up, and integrated into Kickstart Cart very quickly. Tons of videos back there that Tom has put together to take you step by step if you have any issues whatsoever. And phenomenal support, as Tom always has. So, yeah, that's a biggie. That's a fantastic one. Highly recommend anybody selling anything on the internet. Kickstart Cart is a fantastic vehicle to use for that very purpose. Whew. All right.
I know. That's a lot. Well, the other one that we have on there is the SEO Dominator. And that's with our friend John Limbacher. This guy is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
I mean, his SEO Dominator shows you how you can get a flood of traffic to your website. And what he does, I mean, for clients, he charges somewhere in the neighborhood of like $20,000 a month if he works for you directly. But he shares all of that experience and all of the training and knowledge that he has within this SEO Dominators Club. In addition to that, John has some other programs within that club that he now offers that you can reach by going through the SEO Dominator Club through our link, because he does a lot of training for folks that are very interested, either if you have an offline business or if you're interested in actually working with offline businesses as your own business. So his information in there and how to get you at the top of Google, very much organically, and he also does that with YouTube videos as well. The guy is just off the charts. Brian and I, again, align ourselves with people that have great product, that have great integrity about what it is that they do. They're honest, they're transparent. They always over-deliver, and in each case, with any of the individuals or any of the companies and products that we do have on our site at this moment, we can certainly attest to that.
And it's interesting because you remember where we met, John. It was at Craig Duswalt's event.
Craig's event.
And as we preach over and over and over again on all of our shows, we cannot emphasize enough how valuable going to events can be for your business. The connections Kathy and I have made over just the past 2 years, you cannot quantify it with what they're worth financially. We've made friends, which is far and above more valuable than money, but it's been unbelievable. What a ride it has been with all the people we have met. So you see those events on the My Entrepreneur Toolkit, the two that are specifically prominently shown there. We highly recommend both. Craig's Rockstar System for Success and Maurice's, now called Presentations That Sell. Is that the name of the new one he's got coming out? Yeah, that we're going to go to Friday. And then also definitely John's. It's not a live event. However, those that are in his club just recently had the opportunity to go on a seminar cruise with him, and they should have just returned. I know that because my wife booked it for them. She did the whole thing. We also have a travel agency behind us here, behind the white curtain. But all great things that we highly, highly, highly recommend you go to events, as many as you. And we're going to one after this Friday. Where are we going after that, Kathy?
Oh, Las Vegas to Author 101 with our friend Rick Frischman talking about events. That's another great event to certainly consider going to. Yeah. In fact, there are several individuals that Brian and I are friends and acquainted with that will be actually speaking at the event and talking about events and meeting people. Our friend Linda P. Jones, who has been on the show several times with us, had an event earlier this summer, and she's going to be having one coming up in February. And our friend Marianne Amen, also who has been on the show, has her first event coming up in January. So be checking back with us, because there are several individuals that we are now connected with and friends with that we will certainly be sharing some of their event information with you on.
Yeah, in fact, you spoke from the stage at Linda's event this past summer in Palm Springs. That was a phenomenal event. Linda is brilliant, unbelievably brilliant when it comes to investing and where to put your money, etc. It was mind-blowing. It was incredible. And Marianne Amen, I can't say enough about her. She's mentored me personally. I can't speak highly enough about her. So like Kathy said, though, if you're just looking for an event that may fit you, give us a shout. Contact us on our contact us link. Say, hey, what's the upcoming event? Do you know of any that are in this genre of business or other? And we could, if we don't know, we'll tell you, but if we do know, we'll certainly point you in the right direction in that, because they're just so valuable. The networking by itself, I mean, the value you're going to learn about, during each event, what you're going to take from it knowledge-wise is over the top from the ones we are recommending on My Entrepreneur Toolkit. But the networking and the people you meet in the audience, in addition to the speakers from the stage, but the ones in the audience. Linda was one of those. Remember that, Kathy? We had no idea. She was sitting right behind us at one of the first events you and I ever went to together. and she turned out to be this juggernaut that we had no idea. She was a wonderful, humble, kind person. Had no idea the kind of stature she held in the community. Just wow, you never know who you're going to meet.
She is blowing the doors off it. Let me tell you. You know, that brings to thought here. There's got to be folks out there, I'm sure, that are wondering, how can you become involved and be one of the individuals that are involved in My Entrepreneur Toolkit? Now, maybe you have an event that's coming up, or a product. Now, we don't do, so we want to make clear, if it's your own product and your own thing, we'd love to look at it. If it's something that you're advertising for somebody else, that we're not looking for that type of program. But if it's something that you actually own, or it's an event that you're having, we are more than happy to certainly take a look at it. Brian, where can they go and send that information?
And on that note, just an ad, we are actually looking at a few at this very moment, but we ourselves, Kathy and I, have to approve of its use for our company and actually utilize it for some time prior to giving it the okay and moving to the next step of bringing it onto My Entrepreneur Toolkit. But again, the way to do that is just contact us through the Contact Us link above on celebritycreators.com, or even in My Entrepreneur Toolkit. I believe there's a support link there. It goes to the same exact spot so that we will get the email from one funnel. And just let us know what you've got cooking, what your event is, or your own creation of product or service, and we'll definitely give it a look. And it's going to take some time for us to first digest what you have done, and also to put it in action for our own use to ensure that it is of value for what we do. We're not saying it wouldn't be of value for everyone else, and that's always possible, but that's our criteria for getting it into My Entrepreneur Toolkit, because we know if it's good enough for us, there's a high likelihood it's good enough for others, because we do set our standards pretty darn high, eh, Kathy?
Yes, I would say so. And you want to know something? If I was somebody sitting out and watching this, I would want to know, how much money can I make if I sign up for these programs?
Yeah, the beautiful thing.
Now I know we can't put like an exact dollar amount on
Sure.
it, but I would want to know if it's going to be worth my time. We talked about 30% with the celebrity creators, which can be quite lucrative if they bring on, refer somebody as a guest within the membership site, that kind of thing. But kind of ballpark, I mean, would it be behoove somebody to sign up for these programs if they're not in, as far as how much dough?
Yeah, I mean, and the way I would approach that is your first goal should be to reimburse yourself for those things you're paying for through that you've obtained through the system. So let's say you go to a Rockstar System for Success event, you pay the entry fee, you want to be able to at least recoup that cost. That should be your first goal, but it doesn't stop there. I mean, the amount of money you could earn is completely, utterly up to you. There's really no limit, because it depends on your own marketing prowess, your own marketing ideas and creativity. We help with tips and tricks. I mean, we're helping with some great tools here now. We have the social media expert here who can provide tips that way on how to get the word out. There's a lot of ways to do this. We have some viral programs we're working on at this very moment that are going to spread this like wildfire. There's just, it's unlimited. The answer is really, truly, I know that's a cliche, but it's really only limited by your own creativity and your resources to get the word out about. And there are so many ways to do that. I mean, my gosh, we could spend a whole show on that, on exactly how to.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny, because after I said that, I'm thinking, it's like when you and I get a hold of affiliate programs, sometimes that out of the box creative thinking just kicks in, and I'll tell you what, we are just like putting stuff out there everywhere.
Yes.
But yeah, good answer. Because right, it is. It's like it's whatever you set it to be, and the possibilities, of course, are endless. You know, one of the things that we talked about sharing with folks on the show, obviously, was saying, hey, we've got this My Entrepreneur Toolkit, and we want to share it with you. We're excited about it. It's going to be very viral. It's going to be very profitable. As you move forward, like Brian indicated very, very well and shared, you sign up, you recoup whatever it is that you pay for the program, and some of them, even Animoto has what do you call it, a trial period. Kickstart Cart does. Animoto has a totally free period, the free program you can use for the duration, really.
Yep.
In fact, it has lots of stuff before you even upgrade. SEO Dominator, the same thing. Now, a little bit different with Rockstar System for Success with Craig and Maurice Domino's Boot Camp. But with that being said, with both of them, if you go into their sites, either one, and even Kickstart Cart, these guys do have other programs within their websites where they offer marketing tips and free programs, different kinds of things. I can't be real specific because these guys do change them from time to time, but they all have a myriad of free information that they're willing to share to have you come visit their sites.
Absolutely. Yeah, good point. Yeah, it's not just those events in most cases. And like you said very well, they do change things up. They're entrepreneurs, and you will find that one thing that's very common in all entrepreneurs, that one thing that is constant with an entrepreneur is change. Always changing, mixing it up, trying something new, trying to improve. Both gentlemen, Craig and Maurice, are definitely cut from that cloth and that's what got them where they're at. They're successful because they duck and bob and weave and go with the ebb and flow of what is working today, and you have to continually be on your feet. So, yeah, we can't go into a lot of detail like you said so well. We're good grief. Look what time it is.
I know. I just took a peek at that, and I wanted to make sure because we wanted to share some stuff that we don't have in there.
That's what I was.
One of the things that I wanted to mention, because I've got a couple of clients that I've worked with that actually have set up blog talk radio shows. Now Craig has a whole thing going with TogiNet Radio, but if you want to do something, if you want to get yourself out there, and in a way of radio media, Brian and I, we could just tell you inside and out about setting up your own live internet TV show. But if you want to get online and do a broadcast via the radio medium, Blog Talk Radio is a phenomenal way to get your voice out there. It has some great social media connective properties to it so that you can advertise through Facebook and Twitter, but they have a free program, which is absolutely awesome. Their pay program is extremely, extremely reasonable. Brian and I do not have an affiliate link with them, but it's a great way to get yourself out there.
Yeah, we wanted to offer some good information on other programs that are not yet included in My Entrepreneur Toolkit. Doesn't mean they never will be, but another one along those lines, kinda, is WordPress. Wow. That is
yes.
I am a website developer. I have developed lots of websites in the past using the old manual way, if you will, using all these external tools and such. Now WordPress has come to a growth period where it's no longer just a blogging tool. It's a true website juggernaut, and I can get things done in fractions of the time, a fraction of the time, what it used to take.
You're like the plug-in king.
Yeah, because there are just a plethora of plugins, they're called, that it's basically drag and drop almost. Most of them are free, and you can just put in like an opt-in form and just get a plug-in, type in a few parameters from your Aweber account if you've got that. They have different ones. It's unbelievable what you can do with WordPress. And to get a server that is friendly with WordPress, where you can instantly have WordPress installed by clicking literally one button, is GVO, Global Virtual Opportunities. We've had several servers between Kathy and I over the years through GVO, and have created quite a few WordPress sites using GVO. You click one button, it's created, and then you start building it with plugins, themes, and all these great things that really make it simple for you to build a website. Literally anybody can do this. Tom Antion actually talked about that one as well. So WordPress, I can't say enough about what a valuable asset that is. If you don't have a website now, if you can't afford to hire a web designer, you really honestly don't need to. WordPress has everything you need. We could go on forever, but you do need to have a web hosting account through somebody. We use Global Virtual Opportunities. That's in the toolkit. There are quite a few others out there that you'll hear, but that's our favorite. Their support is unbelievable. I've used extremely expensive 800 plus a month server company that just gave us one Windows server. This was 6 or so years ago during a different company that I was part of. Their service was their support was decent, but GVO's, who charges way less than that, way less
It's
than
just
that,
insane.
not even close to that, their support exceeded this other company who was charging us about close to $900 a month just to have access to a computer sitting in a closet somewhere. It was in a server house somewhere. But the point is, support GVO. It's very, very, very important. Any dedicated host provider you go with. My gosh, look at the time. I hate this. We're already.
I know, we're right there, but I just want to share one more because I think
Let's do it.
this is so valuable and so important. And that's Ventura Graphics.
Yes.
Jorge, it's VENTURA Graphics, GRAPHIX.com. And that's Jorge. He's down in Southern California. He is absolutely phenomenal. Brian and I used him. He helped us with our graphics for the header, our business cards, our banner that we use when we go to events. In fact, when we go to Maurice's event this weekend, we'll have the full-blown picture of the two of us up there. The prices were like off the charts, and I mean off the charts reasonable. And trust me, we are entrepreneurs on a budget, and we totally did our shopping. And Jorge and his company is just amazing. In fact, you get over, I think it's like 1,000 business cards. He beats Vistaprint. In fact, we had Vistaprint down for one to share with you as well. Vistaprint is good as well, and they've got some big swinging deals. But 1,000 business cards for like $44, and they're like, the card stock is so thick you could probably set points on a car. Well, that's if you had something like in the 60s or the 70s. But anyway, the cards are so stiff, it's amazing.
Gorgeous.
Right? It's just amazing. His
Double-sided.
prices are amazing. He's quick. He's helpful. They've got graphics designers on board. So anyway, Jorge, Ventura Graphics. I wanted to make sure I got that in.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, Brian, I can't believe it that we went by an hour just with the two of us. I was thinking, oh my gosh, an hour, because we have somebody that shares with us, right? So we've got a guest usually that's filling in some of the blanks, and we haven't had a problem filling an hour. Go figure. But anyway, I just want to say I am so excited to be here again with you Tuesday night, live, sharing my entrepreneur toolkit with everybody. Brian, thanks. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Oh, yeah, this has been so daggone much fun. I'm not kidding. This has been awesome. Because we rarely get to come on, or we run the show, yes, but we rarely come on and just talk about things we're involved in. We truly believe this is going to be helpful and beneficial to any and all who actually engage and actually go through the steps. I want to just say briefly, it does take some time to set it up, but that's the only point in which it takes the time. Once you've set it up, the marketing part, all you have to do is send out one URL. That's the time saver, because you'll be sending that out over and over and over again versus 8 individually from all these different places to all these different places. So just know going in, it will take a little time to set it up. There are videos to take you step by step. So just go to myentrepreneur.toolkit.com, or just click on the image.
Fast 5 times.
Yeah, just click on that banner. That's a lot easier.
Down below.
Oh, we also have a link up above that says Toolkit for short, and that gives you another link to go directly to the system as well. So yeah, just go there, check out the video if it's for you. It's free, once again. Then fill out the affiliate URLs that you have signed up for. It's all self-explanatory. And if it doesn't work, or if you find it too difficult, just shoot us an email. We'll help you out as best we can. It's really a phenomenal system, if we don't say so ourselves. And we truly love to help people. My gosh, how did this time fly? That's not fun at all. But it is fun that next week we're going to be off, for those watching on October 18th as we shoot this live, due to the fact that it is my wonderful, beautiful wife's birthday next Tuesday.
Happy
October
early
25th.
birthday, Karen.
Yes, and I love her dearly, and I can't wait to go out and have dinner and just enjoy that time. But the following week, we're going to have a wonderful friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours that Kathy and I met again at a network marketing company. I don't think that's what
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be talking about that particular subject, but he's a great guy, and you just need to click on the register button or link above, and we will send you an automated reminder of who that is and what he will be talking about, and the date and time and all that good, great stuff. Wow.
I know. Here it is. It's time. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we will be back a week from next Tuesday. And we can't wait to see you.
All right. Thanks, Kathy. It was wonderful being with you once again tonight, and virtually.
All right,
And
you too, Brian. Thanks.
we will see you all again in 2 weeks' time. We can't wait till then. So long for now.
Good night.